He found these under my sink.
Any idea how they got there?
I had a crime scene kit at my apartment, same as you.
Why didn't you tell me you had these?
I had a few other things on my mind, John. Like my brother coming back. Finding out I was a Santi. Jessica marrying Tico. You want the whole list?
Stop it. Please don't say anymore.
You're giving me motive here, man. You know that.
And if I were guilty, I wouldn't do that, now would I?
Do me a favor. Don't say another word without a lawyer.
Could you put a rush on it? Look, I need to know as soon as possible if the subject really is who he claims to be. So can you call me when the results are in? Thanks. Christian. How long have you been standing here?
We could go try dinner at that new Bayberry restaurant. You want to do that? Here, the special tonight is yak steak. Cook it yourself over an open pit that you dig with your own spoon.
That sounds great.
You haven't heard a word I said, did you?
I'm sorry. I got 2 unsolved murders. I got a family feud on my hands right now, and I guess maybe I'm preoccupied.
Well, here, why don't you let me take care of it?
No, you don't have to do that. Come on. I'll make it up to you.
Now, you can bet on it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You're acting like idiots. What are you trying to prove?
That you're making the biggest mistake of your life with this guy. Sure I did with you, you moron. I would go to prison for her. Would you do that?
Rex, this is stupid.
Come on, Rock Boy. If you found out Jen killed Kramer, what would you do?
I'm not going to play this game with you.
Oh, you'd turn her in, wouldn't you?
Goodness sakes, Star, did you set off the alarm accidentally? You've got your own code. No, use it. It was Margaret. She was here. Where? She was outside. She was trying to find out where my mom is, and then she tried to take me. You mean she put her hands on you? Yes, and that's when I hit the panic alarm. Well, good for you. Did she say where she was going to take you? No, she's not that crazy, but probably the same place that my dad is. Oh, my gosh, I would have gone with her because then I would be with him. Honey, don't say that. You're safe here, and with any luck, your mother's on her way back here right now.
Where?
Oh, thank God, I found you. Come on, Tom, we gotta get you out of here.
I can't move.
Oh, God. I gotta think it's something here.
I'm all right. No, you gotta get out of here. You gotta leave me.
No, Todd.
No, man, there's too much smoke.
No.
Get out now.
Hi, Nora. Hi, Paige. How are you? Well, thanks. Yeah, I thought we should talk.
Thank you. All right, the police are sending someone over to question you. Star, why didn't you come and get me the minute you saw Margaret? Because I thought I could get her to tell me where my dad is. And besides, you would never believe me if I told you. Well, it's true. I have had my difficulties with some of your more fantastic stories. Why? I have a freaky life. All of the Kramers do. Why don't you just believe us?
I do.
You don't, because you didn't believe my mom when she told you that my dad would never run away from us. And that he was in trouble somewhere.
You're just too young to understand.
I'm not too young to understand, okay? I understood when I saved Dr. Troy on the wheel, and when I was kidnapped in New York, and even when I was heartbroken, I understood all of that.
My goodness. You've really become quite the Kramer woman. All right, now you and I have not always seen eye to eye. I know that there must have been times when you thought I was a
control freak that sticks their nose in everyone else's business.
Everything that I do for my family.
Yeah, but you're not always right.
Nobody ever is.
You were wrong about my dad.
That's true. Yes, this time I was wrong. It's obvious that Margaret does know where he is.
So, are you gonna help me?
Absolutely. We both want the same thing, don't we? We want your mother to come back home.
With my dad?
With your dad, because that's what's going to make you happy. That's what's going to make your mother happy. So what do you say we get over our differences and work on this thing together?
Okay. So what are we going to do?
Start with the basics. We've got to reach your mother. Okay.
I did not go through hell to find you just to leave you here and walk out on you like a dog, Todd. No, I'm not leaving here without you. No, we've got to do something. Get somebody up here to help you. Jeez, there's no cell up here. Is there a phone here? No. I've got to get something. I'm going to have to put this out myself. No. I'm not right here. I'll get you home in Jack's car.
What are you talking to?
Just a client. Why?
Just curious. Sounded kind of mysterious.
What can I do for you, Christian?
Have you spoken to Antonio?
No. Why?
Jessica recovered her memory.
Oh, thank God. Antonio must be so relieved.
Not exactly. She said it was Antonio who pulled the plug on Tico.
What?
She's wrong. He didn't do it.
Of course he didn't do it. I don't understand.
Look, he needs you.
I'll do what I can.
Antonio already served time for a murder he didn't commit.
Okay.
You can't let that happen again.
First things first, Christian. Have they arrested him?
No, John's at Lanford talking to him.
Okay, I gotta get over there before Antonio says something incriminating. Are you coming?
No. I got some stuff I need to do.
Okay. Look, don't worry, Christian. We'll figure this out.
Antonio pay for murder I committed.
I don't need my lawyer. I didn't kill Tico.
Then give me something that clears you.
Am I under arrest?
I'm looking for reason not to.
Look, I'm not sorry. He's dead, John. I never made a secret of that.
Okay, Antonio, stop. Please, you're only making things worse.
Between these gloves and Jessica's statement.
Oh, my God.
You know, I couldn't have done it. As much as I hated Tico, look, it's the truth. Everybody knows it, all right? That doesn't make me guilty of murder.
I saw you, Antonio. I remember.
No, it wasn't me, Jess. It wasn't me.
I wish I didn't remember. Why did I open my mouth? I can't believe this. How can you ever look at me again?
I know what you think you saw. But I didn't kill Tico, Jess.
So what happens now?
I'm sorry, Antonio.
Antonio Vega, you're under arrest for the murder of Tico Sargent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
If you were in trouble, would Riley do what it takes to get you off?
Of course he would.
Even if it meant breaking all the rules? How far would you go for it?
It's not a contest.
Yeah, but you must have thought about it. Your girl's a suspect, your dad's the DA. That's a tough one, all right.
Let's get out of here.
Actually, I'd like to hear that answer.
Don't let him play you.
Well, at first you thought that I killed Paul. What if I had?
This is dumb. Answer her, tough guy. Would you cover for her or would you turn her in? Well, looks like you just got your answer, Jen. Your boy Riley would hand you over to the cops in a heartbeat.
You know, I barely had the opportunity to congratulate you on your engagement. I just wanted to let you know I'm very happy for both you and Daniel.
Oh, thank you, Paige. Thank you. Thank you very much. when you said that we needed to talk, I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, you thought that maybe...
Well, I don't know. I am the ex-wife of the man you're dating, so I was, you know.
Well, I've got to admit, I am a bit relieved. And the citizens of Lambview, they certainly don't keep it a secret that you and Beau that you were quite the team, or are.
Well, if that were true, we'd still be together, wouldn't we?
Yeah, or at least thinking about the possibility.
Well, let me assure you, and let me promise you that we're not, okay? It's the furthest thing from either one of our minds. As a matter of fact, we've sat down and had to talk to Matthew about it, so...
Yeah, I know. I know that you want to spend the rest of your life with Daniel, and I wish the both of you the best. I really do. The thing is, Nora, is I hope that you can accept Beau's choice, too.
What do you mean?
I just get the feeling that you'd rather see him with someone else. Or maybe no one at all.
What's going on?
It would seem Jessica remembered who killed Tico.
Antonio? I don't believe it.
Me neither. We also found gloves in his apartment. Sent them down to forensics to see if the latex matches with the piece of latex we took out of the ICU outlet.
I have no idea how long those gloves have been there, or even how they got there.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
Not another word.
Hello, Evangeline.
Commissioner, I'm representing Antonio, and I'd like a word with my client.
I want to answer the question.
Have you read him his rights?
Yes, Counselor.
Anything you say is on the record.
I know
now.
what I'm doing.
Then keep your mouth shut. We're dealing with your life
This
here.
isn't about me. I didn't kill Tico. But somebody out there did. And whoever it was, I think, is after Jess.
What?
You know she's being stalked.
Has there been another incident?
The elevator accident at the gallery, I think, is part of it. And she received another note.
Why didn't you come to me with this a lot sooner?
She promised she'd call you.
Never happened.
Look, I've been keeping an eye on her at Land Fair. She's having nightmares. She isn't sleeping. She isn't eating. She's scared, which is probably why she made this mistake.
Gentlemen, under the circumstances, I think her IDing Antonio is going to come under a lot of scrutiny.
Jessica's in danger. Look, I can't prove that I didn't kill Tico, not yet. But I'm sure as hell not the one terrorizing her, but somebody out there is.
And he or she is probably the murderer.
Look, if something happens to Jessica, I can't protect her. Not if I'm locked up. It's on your heads.
I can't believe that Antonio killed Tico.
I saw him do it, Natalie.
Okay, if he did, then why did he push you so hard to remember?
No, I don't know. It's not making sense to me. But I swear to God. I swear I saw him. Why would I lie about this?
I believe you. But
What? What, I shouldn't have told John?
No, I mean, you had to. John wouldn't have given up. It's just... Whatever Antonio did, he did it to protect you.
I didn't ask him to kill for me, Natalie.
Yeah, but you know Antonio, Jessica. I mean, he would do anything to protect you, and I'm sure he figured that if Tico survived, he'd come after you for betraying him.
No, I know. He begged me not to marry Tico. He said that he would hurt me, and And now Antonio's going to pay for my mistakes. And it's all my fault, all of it.
Listen. Hey, this didn't start with you, okay? Tico tried to kill Christian. God only knows who he actually did kill, and if he had survived, he'd be dead now.
Kate, if Antonio ended this, he ended it for all of us. And now I've destroyed his life. I don't know if I can live with that. What am I going to do, Natalie? To make it right.
Paige, have I done or said anything to make you think I disapprove of you? Not any one particular thing, no. It's just a feeling that I have. And if I'm wrong, I apologize.
Look, I'm sure Bo has told you about our marriage, and it ended badly. And he's had difficult relationships since then, and I don't know, I don't want to see him get hurt any more than he wants to see me get hurt.
And you think I'm going to do that? Why?
When are you going to learn, Antonio? Think you can handle things and you take off on your own. You did the same thing when you were on the force. Now, if you're so worried about Jess, why didn't you come to me?
I'm telling you now.
Look, I've had a car patrolling Landfair for weeks. I'll have him step it up.
No, that's not enough.
Okay, aside from Jessica's ID, what grounds do you have to hold my client?
We found latex gloves in his apartment that matched the kind the killer used.
The exact same gloves?
You really want to try your case here, Counselor?
Generic gloves, a shaky witness. I wouldn't take that to court.
It's not a secret how Antonio felt about Tico. He shot the guy. He went after him that same night. Helped send him into that coma.
Wait, what? You wouldn't have done the same thing if you were me?
Take it easy.
Look, he put a hit out on Christian. He tried to kill Jessica. He killed my mom, my dad.
Antonio, stop it. Can I please talk to my client in private?
Oh, yeah. You can spend as much time with him as you want in the holding cell. You're going to be there a while.
Let's go. They're going to book it. I don't care what you do to me. But I'm serious about Jessica. That elevator accident at the gallery. I'm sure it was meant for her. You look after her. I'm counting on you.
You know the way to go, Antonio.
Hey, Chris, it's Natalie. You need to call me back as soon as possible. Antonio was arrested. Where are you, Christian?
Carlota, I'm sorry I betrayed all of you. Especially Natalie. But I can't let Antonio pay for what I've done.
Then she called me a brat and tried to take me with her. That's when I hit the panic button.
Did Miss Cochran admit that she was holding your father somewhere?
No, but she kept saying things like, if I did have him, and what would you say? And then she was making up this stupid story of how my dad ran away from the wedding to be with her. But that's all a lie. My dad would never do that. She did kidnap him. So are you going to arrest her?
Darling, why don't you go upstairs? Because I want to talk to the officer alone.
You better get my parents back, or else.
Are you going to put out an APB on Margaret Cochran?
Star Manning has a history.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Could be another case of her just crying wolf.
How dare you? That little girl's father is missing and he may be dead, and she was brave enough to confront the woman who probably... Never mind, let me just tell you, the kid has more guts and more brains than anyone in the Landview Police Department.
I'm sorry, there's no evidence that Miss Cochran has done anything illegal.
You, sir, are a disgrace.
So what are we going to do now? Why isn't she answering?
I don't know. Maybe she's just out of range. The point is, your mom knows how to take care of herself.
But that woman, Margaret, she's crazy. And I know you might not want to hear it, but I think she's crazy enough to do something really bad.
Don't worry. Your mother knows what to do if things get too hot.
It's not gonna work!
Yes, it will. Now stop!
Go, right now!
I'm not letting you here, damn it! Now you gotta think of something, John. Just think!
You know who I am. If you were in trouble...
You'd help me. But if I caused the trouble?
It'd be adios time.
Don't listen to him.
But you thought that I killed Paul at first.
You were just being so secretive, I thought that maybe in self-defense when he attacked you.
What, I killed him?
No. I knew you would tell me if that had happened. Right? I know you're not capable of killing someone. Even a creep like Paul Kramer. I believe in you.
Yeah, as long as you behave.
Will you go to hell? The real point is, Rex thinks you're capable of murder. I know you're not. I believe in you when I know you don't believe in yourself. Rex doesn't believe in you at all.
Not true.
The question is, what kind of love do you want? Do you want a constant reminder of the kind of person you used to be?
Which is what? A drunken slut who would strip in public on the drop of a hat?
You did things you're not proud of. So did I. Somewhere along the way, we decided to be better for each other. I love you because I see the person deep down that I know you want to be.
In other words, he's your guy as long as you toe the line. Look at me, Jen. I love you. And you don't have to earn it. It just is, no matter what. So it's your choice. His kind of love, or mine.
I'm telling you right now, John, Jessica is not a credible witness. I can call doctor after doctor to testify to her emotional and physical state on the night of the murder. You know I'm right.
What I think doesn't matter. It's the DA's call, and I've seen him get convictions on less.
I know you don't want Antonio to go to prison.
Of course not. As far as I'm concerned, if he is guilty, he did the world a favor by getting rid of that guy.
But he's innocent.
Then get him clear to the charges. You're the only one who can.
You would make my job a hell of a lot easier if you would find out who did kill Tico. You know it wasn't Antonio.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on. I just don't know what it is.
See you later.
See you. Hey.
Came here with Jess. She's in there with Uncle Bo. John, you've got to do something. I mean, Antonio cannot be punished for killing the man who murdered Christian.
The man who murdered Christian.
Look, Tico wanted him dead, and he pretty much was dead for a year. I mean, it was a miracle that he came back to us.
Yeah, I know.
First, we'll have Antonio's bail hearing, and then the grand jury will convene and charge him formally. sure the DA is going to ask for first-degree murder. He'll have to testify, Jess, but he won't be cross-examined by the defense unless it goes to trial.
And what if he's found guilty?
Pennsylvania, they have a mandatory sentence for first-degree murder.
Which is?
It's life imprisonment.
That's the mandatory?
That's the first choice. The other one is the death penalty.
Antonio, sit.
I have to get out of here.
I'm working on it. Look, the gloves that John found are not going to be a problem. There's no way they can prove that the murderer's gloves came from the same lot. And even if they did, it's circumstantial.
Yeah, well, it's a hell of a lot of circumstance.
You let me worry about that. The important thing here is that you didn't do it. And the only really damning evidence against you is Jessica's testimony.
Jessica was out of her head that night.
I think so. But given you Buchanan's standing in this...
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
It's built-in bias. So, I'll petition for a change of venue.
Where are you going to find 12 people who haven't heard of the Buchanans?
I'll settle for any 12 who don't think the rich do no wrong. But anyway, you know the drill. We can't afford any surprises. Is there anything at all that you haven't told me?
I didn't do it.
Really? I know that. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, innocent people don't sit around trying to prove that they're innocent.
Can you think of any reason why Jessica would just lie? This is a problem. I mean, she loved you. And if the prosecution's on the ball, they'll point out how hard it must have been for her to name you. So the only way we can win is to convince Jessica to tell the truth.
No, there's another way. I can help John find the real killer.
I know it's going to hurt you when I go to prison, but I have no choice.
He's off trying to help Antonio somehow?
You'd think he'd be here supporting Antonio, assuming he is, you know.
John, could you stop? Look, I got you the little DNA sample of Christian so you can do your stupid little test. Now, I already know what the answer's going to be.
No, you don't.
John, just get off it, all right? I can't deal with this right now. I am worried about my sister. I mean, you have no idea what she is going through. She may have just sent the man she loves to death row.
I should never have come forward. I just should have pretended that I didn't remember.
Just listen, you did the right thing.
How? How did I do the right thing? Thanks to me, Antonio's gonna spend the rest of his life in prison or worse. Jamie's gonna grow up without a dad. Antonio did. He did it for me. I stabbed him in the back.
I don't know you very well, Paige, but you hit me as being very smart, talented, successful, but not right for Val. I didn't say that. I've never said that. And I don't think it. Bo needs a little loosening up. You seem to keep him on his toes. No, that's mutual. I want Bo to be happy, and if that's with you, mazel tov. Well, thank you. You know, for what it's worth, though, your shoes, they're very tough to fill. Oh, maybe my dancing shoes. I forgot we have something in common. We share a hobby. We do? Yes, Bo told me how much you love to dance. So do I. Really? Yes, I nearly wore my feet out last week at that new place. Branford? Yes. Oh, my, I haven't been there yet. We should all go. I want to get Daniel out there. Yeah, that'd be great. Look, I've got to get back to the hospital, but thank you so much for this talk. I just know that we're going to be seeing a lot more of each other, and I don't want there to be any tension at all between us. No tension here. Great. All right. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye-bye.
I can't find Tico's killer from in here. I need you to convince the judge to let me out on bail.
On a first-degree murder charge?
You can do it. Look, my only hope is to find Tico's killer. I can't do that from inside this jail cell.
You can if you use me to help you on the outside. You were a brilliant investigator, Antonio. Use the time to think. Tell me where to look and what to do. There's something that we missed.
As long as Jessica believes that she saw me pull that plug.
You do the police work. I'll think like the jury. John can chase down any leads we bring him. We'll find another credible suspect, and we'll have a better shot. And if we do wind up in front of a jury, we'll have something we can use.
In other words, it doesn't look good.
Here you go. Hot chocolate with extra marshmallows, just the way you like it.
I'm not hungry.
You don't have to be hungry for hot chocolate. It's not food. It's medicine for the soul. Come on.
I don't want it. I just want to try and find my mom and dad. Hello?
La Boulette. Oh, David. No, it's not that I'm disappointed. It's just, we were hoping to hear from Blair. She's gone off looking for Todd, and she's incommunicado, and yes, thank you. See you. Bye. Sweetheart, it's all right for you to be worried. It's all right for you to be scared. It's even all right for you to cry. You know, if you want to, Kramer, women have been known to cry sometimes. Come on. Everybody needs a hug every now and again.
My timing.
I can't believe I finally found you, Todd.
I thought Margaret was going to get you.
There's no choice to make here. I love you.
I'll have the bands gear out of here tonight.
Rex isn't going to fire Midnight Logic. He has a cash box where his heart belongs.
I'm not paying you to stand around, go back to rehearsal.
I never doubted you.
He's not very observant, is he?
What?
I saw your face when he said he wouldn't do time for you.
He didn't say that.
Didn't have to. It was written all over him.
Well, it is irrelevant because I didn't do anything wrong.
This time. Don't kid yourself, Jen. See, we're two of a kind. You keep trying to better yourself. Guys like Wonder Boy and Father Joe. But I'm the one who gives you what you need.
So sorry. I heard what you were saying to John about wanting to protect me. Why? I don't understand. After everything that I've done to you.
I love you. understand why you think you saw me kill Tico. But it doesn't change the way I feel.
This is wrong. Tico was evil. I wanted him dead. I should have taken your secret to the grave. I'm so sorry. I messed up, but I can make it right. I can fix this. I'll lie for you on the stand if I have to. Antonio, I'll make it right. I promise I will.
John, Antonio shouldn't suffer for this. I mean, he's been through enough. So is Jessica.
Tico was a miserable human being.
Do you think that'll help Antonio?
There's a way to use it, Evangeline will. She hates to lose, and she believes him.
Carlotta, she finds this out.
She's a strong woman.
Yeah, so is my mom. But her heart gave out. I mean, this is just awful for everyone.
You look a little relieved.
Relieved?
For now, Antonio's arrest lets Chris off the hook.
Christian?
I saw it in your eyes, Natalie. You thought Christian did it.